Okay, so I'm just going to go over this first problem on the sheet that I gave you, and then I'll send the answer key for both of the problems. All right, it's just a little redundant to go through both of them, but the first thing, the question that they ask is compute the cost of goods available for sale and the number of units available for sale. So what that means is you just have to take the original amount times 45, 350 times 50, 200 times 51, 260 times 52, and 595 times 53. You have to take all those, multiply them by each other, and then that's going to give you your total cost of goods available for sale. Sorry, there's a bunch of edits up here. That's from FIFO, which I'm going to show you in a second. And then my total units available for sale is 1925. That's just 520 plus 350 plus 200 plus 260 plus 595. That's also listed right here. And then my number of units in ending inventory is just that 1925 minus 1280. All right, so the question is compute the cost of assigned to ending inventory, or compute the costs assigned under FIFO. So my cost of goods sold is going to be, I'm going to walk you through the steps. All right, so we go to our first sale, which is right here. We sold 620 units. The first place we went to get those 620 units was to the top here. There was 520 units available. We grabbed all of them, so my cost of goods sold for that was 525 times 45. And then the next place we went was we got another 100 from this price point right here. Okay, so for that sale, that 620, it's 520 here and 100 here. All right, so that's done. That's taken care of. And then the next one is my 660. I go back up here, and I had 250 left over, right? Because I had 350. I sold 100, and I had 250 left over. So I grab all of those 250 right there at $50 a piece. And then I grab 200 at $51. So 250 plus 200 is 450. And then I grabbed another 210 from right here, right? Because I needed to get to 660. And 250 plus 200 is 450. And then 660 minus that 450 is 210. Okay, so my cost of goods sold for that is those three combined. So when I combine all those together, 23,400 plus 5,000 plus 12,500 plus 10,200 plus 10,920. That doesn't seem right. Hold on a second. Oh, that is right. When I combine all that together, I get 96, or excuse me, I get 62,020. All right, that is my FIFO. Okay, and then my ending inventory is all I need to do then, once I know my total cost of goods available for sale, I can just take 96,155 minus the amount that I sold, which is 62,020, and that gives me 34,135 for my ending inventory. Or what I can do is I can just multiply what's left. I can take 50 times 52 plus 595 times 53, and that's also going to get me my ending inventory of 34,135. Okay, so that's for FIFO. I made a new doc here for LIFO just to kind of help us through it. So once again, I start at my point of sale, which is 620. So I sold 620 units at $75 per unit. My cost was $51.50 and $45, but where do I grab from? Because it's LIFO, I grab last in, first out. So I take all of them from right here, so 200 times 51. I need 420 more. So I grab all 350 from this price point, and I got 550, and then I need 70 more. So I grab 70 at this price point at 45. All right, so 3150 plus 17,500 plus 10,200. All right, that's my cost of goods sold for this sale. Okay, so then I sell 660 at 75. I first go here and grab all 595, because remember it's last in, first out, so 595 times 53. And then I need another 65, so I grab 65 at 52. Okay, So I add all of those together. I add these three together, and I got 30,850. And then I add these two together, and I get 34,915 for a total cost of goods sold for LIFO of 65,765. And then my ending inventory for that is 96,155. Remember, where did I get this? I got that from up at the beginning right here. My total cost of goods available for sale, which is all of this multiplied by each other, minus my cost of goods sold, which is this right here. That'll give me my ending inventory of 30,390. Or I can just multiply 195 times 52 plus 450 times 45. Whatever is quicker for you. And that would also give me 30,390 for my ending inventory. All right. So for my weighted average, this is a little bit more complicated because I first have to figure out what my average cost is per unit at my point of my first sale, which is right here. Okay. So ignore this. I'm going to delete this for a second. So I sold 620 at $75 per unit, but what was my average cost? I would take 520 times 45, which is this one right here, plus 350 times 50, plus 200 times 51, and I'd get a total of 51,100. That's this times this plus this times this plus this times this. That's all those three added together is 51,100 divided by 1,070. Why 1,070? Because 520 plus 350 plus 200 equals 1,070. So my average cost per unit is $47.76. So of the 620 units that I sold, I multiply that by $47.76. So my cost of goods sold for that sale was $29,611. Now the tricky part is I had 1,070 units. I sold 620. So the remaining 450 units are priced at $47.76. Okay. So those are priced at $47.76. So the next time the next sale that I have, when I calculate my new average cost, I take 450 times 47.76 plus 260 times 52 plus 595 times 53, and then divide that all by these three added together. So you can see I did that here, and I got 66,547 when I multiplied that times that plus that times that plus that times that, and I divide all of that by 1,305. Why 1,305? Because 450 plus 260 plus 595, add those three together, and you get 1,305. So my total cost of goods available for sale at that point, divided by my number of goods available for sale, I get $50.99. So I take that 666 units that I sold, multiply it by $50.99, and I get $33,653. So my total cost of goods sold is $33,653 plus $29,611. Add those two together, and I get a total COGS of $63,264. So my ending inventory, once again, is going to be my total cost of goods available for sale minus my cost of goods sold here. So my ending inventory is $32,891. All right, so that's it for problem number 1. I will share an answer key for both problem number 1 and problem number 2 for the worksheet that you did, and email me if you have any questions.